All right, this is our lesson on box plots. We're going to learn how to read a box plot. A box plot is also known as a box and whisker plot. Okay, this is a set of data along a number line that is used using the least value, the smallest value, the greatest value, the biggest value, and the quartiles of the data. Now, quartiles, this is when we divide the set of data into 4 equal parts. Those 4 parts are the median. That divides the data into 2 halves. And then we take the median of the lower half, which we call the first quartile, and the median of the upper half, which we call the third quartile. So the other day you did mean, median, and mode. Median was finding the middle value. Well, you're going to do that, and then you're going to split the data in half, and you're going to find the median of the lower half of the data and the median of the upper half of the data. Now, on a graph, you can look. The smallest value is all the way over here. That's the dot. The biggest value is all the way over on the right-hand side. That's the dot. The median is in the middle of the data. Okay, we call that the median. That's in the middle of the box, the line that's in the middle of the box. The left side of the box is your first quartile. So after you split the data in half and take the median of the lower half, you're finding the first quartile. The other side of the box is called the third quartile. That's the median of the upper half of the data. So we're going to take a look at this next example. We're going to fill in some of the different terms in those boxes, and then we're going to answer some questions about it. So just a reminder that this number over here on the end is going to be your minimum value. It's your smallest value. That's called a minimum. The biggest value is called your maximum. The one right in the middle of the box, this is called your median. Then we have the left side of the box, that's going to be your lower quartile. That's actually quartile 1. The median is quartile 2. And then the upper quartile, that's going to be your quartile 3. That's the right-hand side of the box. That's going to be the median of the upper data. All right, so let's answer some questions about this. This looks like it's talking about shoe size. So what is the median shoe size? So looking at your median, you just kind of come down. That shows that the middle of the data is a size 8. All right, next question. What is the largest shoe size? So the biggest number, that's your maximum value all the way over on the right-hand side, would be a size 13. So the biggest shoe size would be a size 13. What is the smallest? The smallest is going to be your left-hand side. Now this kind of comes down right in the middle of 1 and 2. So I would say a 1.5 would be the smallest shoe size. What is the range? Now remember, range is the highest minus the lowest. So if we found the highest was 13, and we're going to subtract the lowest, so 1.5. 13 minus 1.5, remember that's going to be 11.5. All right, what is the interquartile range? Now we haven't talked about this yet. Interquartile range is going to be quartile 3 minus quartile 1. So the upper quartile minus the lower quartile. So I'm just going to switch colors here. So this is the upper quartile, okay, is the right side of the box, which would be 10, minus now the other side of the box, which is 4. So 10 minus 4 gives us 6. So our interquartile range would be 6. All right, so let's go to the next example. It says the incubation time in days of a canary, dove, minna, pigeon, parakeet, raven, chicken, cockatoo, peafowl, turkey, swan, and Muscovy duck is observed and a plot has been drawn. So let's read the plot and answer the questions. So the first question says, what is the first quartile? So your first quartile, remember, is the left-hand side. So we're just going to come straight down here. Okay, that left-hand side looks to be about 15, halfway between 10 and 20. What is the maximum? Maximum is your biggest number. That's the dot on the right-hand side. If I were to come down, it looks like it's about halfway between 30 and 40, so 35. Median, that's the number in the middle of the graph. If I were to come down, it looks to be about 20, right in the middle of the graph. All right, let's go to the next example here. Again, we're going to be reading a box plot on electronic gadgets. All right, so we're going to read and answer the questions. First question, what's the median? Remember, median is in the middle of the box, the line in the middle of the box plot, which would be at 40. The least number is going to be the dot at the left. So if I come down, each of them look to be about 1. So that would be 31, 32, 33, 34. Third quartile, that's your upper quartile. So that's going to be this number up here. If I were to come straight down, looks like that would be at about 48. All right, now that you know about box plots, you're going to try that practice